Welcome to the Healthy Lifestyle Podcast, brought to you by Telehealth FX, your source for online GLP-1 weight loss and testosterone replacement therapy services. Visit telehealthfx.com to get medically guided access to weight loss peptides like semaglutide and tirzepatide delivered right to your home. That's telehealthfx.com. Now, here's your hosts.
Quick gut check to start. Right now, are your shoulders up by your ears? Is your jaw tight? Are you kind of holding your breath without realizing it? If yes, you're not broken. You're just living in 2026, where most of us are stuck in a low-grade stress response basically all day long.
And that's the exact idea behind the biggest wellness trend of the year. It's called Neurowellness, or nervous system regulation. The Global Wellness Summit named it a defining trend of 2026, and the core message is simple. Modern life keeps our bodies stuck in fight or flight, and learning to switch back into rest mode might be the foundation of feeling good.
And I want to say up front, we actually think the big idea here is solid. This isn't one we're going to tear down. Chronic stress is real. It's everywhere. And having tools to calm your body down is genuinely valuable. And you knew there'd be a but.
There's always a but.
The way this trend gets sold online mixes real, free, evidence-backed tools with some pretty overhyped science and some very expensive gadgets. So today, we sort the real from the marketing.
Let's start with a tiny bit of how it works, because it's actually useful. Your nervous system has two main modes. There's the sympathetic side, that's your gas pedal, fight or flight. It revs your heart up, dumps out stress hormones like cortisol, and it's meant to fire in short bursts, then switch off.
And then there's the parasympathetic side, your brake pedal. Rest and digest, recovery. And the star of this whole trend is the vagus nerve, which is basically the main cable running from your brain down to your heart, lungs, and gut. It's a huge part of how your body flips into that calm recovery mode.
So the whole goal of neurowellness is flexibility, being able to rev up when you need to and then actually come back down afterward, instead of idling in stress all day. And here's the genuinely good news. The tools with the best evidence for doing that are free.
Number one. And it's the big one, slow breathing. When you slow your breath down to about 5 or 6 breaths a minute with a longer exhale than inhale, you're directly nudging that calming system. A 2023 meta-analysis of randomized trials found that breathwork had a real measurable effect on stress, anxiety, and even depression.
And the beauty is it needs zero equipment, no app, no subscription, no wearable, just you breathing slower for a couple of minutes. The researchers were honest. They said the effect is small to medium and we need better studies. But it's real, it's free, and it's safe. That's a great combination.
A couple other free ones with decent backing. A splash of cold water on your face triggers...
Today's episode is brought to you by Telehealth FX, your source for online GLP-1 weight loss and testosterone replacement therapy services. Visit telehealthfx.com to get medically guided access to weight loss peptides like semaglutide and tirzepatide delivered right to your home. That's telehealthfx.com. Now back to the show.
An automatic reflex that literally drops your heart rate within seconds. It's a legit quick reset. And regular movement, yoga, and honestly just time outside in nature all help shift you toward that calmer state too.
So if the episode ended right now, the takeaway would be breathe slow, move your body, get some cold water and some fresh air, and you've captured most of the real benefits. But now we have to talk about where this trend goes sideways, because it does.
Myth number 1, that you need to buy a device to regulate your nervous system. You'll see a wave of gadgets, little vagus nerve stimulators, headbands, earpieces, all promising to zap you into zen. Some of the underlying technology is real in medical settings, but the consumer versions have limited and inconsistent evidence. The free breathing you just learned is better studied than most of them.
Myth number 2, and this one's important because it sounds so scientific. You've probably heard of polyvagal theory, the 3 nervous system states, the ladder, all that language that every wellness influencer now uses, as if it's established fact.
Here's the honest truth that rarely makes it into the reels. Polyvagal theory is heavily debated. A detailed 2023 scientific review basically concluded that its core biological claims don't hold up. That doesn't mean the tools are fake. Slow breathing still works. It just means the fancy story explaining why is more of a useful metaphor than airtight biology.
And that matters because it leads straight to myth number 3, that you can hack your vagus nerve to fix your trauma, usually via a $200 course. Those courses are often just free breathing and grounding exercises wrapped in impressive-sounding theory. And labeling every bad mood as, oh, I'm in a dorsal shutdown, can actually make you feel more fragile, not more in control.
There's also a quieter trap here, and longtime listeners will recognize it from our sleep episode. Treating your calm like another number to optimize and track obsessively. Neurowellness is supposed to reduce stress, not become one more metric you're anxious about. Regulation, not optimization.
Now, a genuinely important note, because this is a mental health adjacent topic, and we take that seriously. These tools are wonderful for everyday stress, but they are not a replacement for real care. If you're dealing with an anxiety disorder, depression, or trauma, breathing exercises can support you, but please pair them with an actual professional. Don't let a gadget replace therapy.
And one safety flag. If you've got a heart condition, an arrhythmia, or you're pregnant, check with your doctor before doing cold plunges or intense cold exposure. And as always, this whole episode is educational, not medical advice. We don't know your situation, so talk to a professional about yours.
Now, quick word from the folks who keep our lights on, and it actually connects because chronic stress and those stress hormones genuinely affect appetite and weight. Today's episode is brought to you by Telehealth FX. If you want weight loss guided by real clinicians who exhibit the whole picture, not just willpower, that's what they do. Medically guided weight loss, built around you, over at telehealthfx.com.
Okay, 3 takeaways. 1, the big idea is real. Most of us are stuck in chronic stress, and learning to shift into rest is a genuinely worthwhile skill.
2, the best tools are free. Slow breathing, movement, cold water, nature, sleep. You do not need a single gadget or a fancy course to get the main benefit.
And 3, hold the science loosely. Polyvagal theory and vagus hacking are oversold, and these tools support real care. They don't replace it.
And your action step for this week? Beautifully simple and totally free. Once a day, ideally in a stressful moment, do 2 to 3 minutes of slow breathing. Aim for about 6 breaths a minute and make your exhale longer than your inhale. That's it.
Longer exhale, couple of minutes, once a day. Try it and comment to tell us when you used it and whether it helped. We really do love reading those.
And if you've got someone in your life who is clearly running on fight or flight fumes, send them this. A free breathing tip beats another thing to buy.
Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Take a slow breath right now if you need it, and take care of yourselves.
Breathe easy. See you next time.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to visit our sponsor, Telehealth FX, your source for online GLP-1 weight loss and testosterone replacement therapy services. Go to telehealthfx.com to get medically guided access to weight loss peptides like semaglutide and tirzepatide delivered right to your home. That's telehealthfx.com. See you next time.